Hello guys, welcome back to Abram Has Nothing to Say. Or I have here I go again. I don't know what the fuck I'm calling this series. Anyways, I have nothing to say actually today. I really don't. Other than the fact I look good today, so I was like, let me just record a video. It's my day off, so it's like the only time I get to really record and like make content or whatever. So here I am dressed up. Let me catch you up, I guess. Goodness, what do I have to talk about? I actually have a lot of things to talk about. Some of them are too personal, so I'm not gonna get into details about certain things, but hold on. Let's start here. Let's keep it simple. I have a new friend group, kind of. My cousin and his friends were like hanging out a lot more. So like there's a new friend group thing going kind of. We go out every fucking weekend. We're going out again this weekend. It's a vibe. I haven't gone out like that in like years. Last year I barely went out. So I guess I'm back in my going out era, which is so fine. Let's get into it. Let's really talk about it. What I really don't like is when people want to stay home all the fucking time. Like, you have your whole life to stay in. I feel like your 20s, you need to be outside. You should be outside. You should try to socialize and like be friends with people and talk to people at bars and like just do stupid shit. Like it's once a week. You're not going out like all every day, all day. Like I hate when people make it seem like you're wasting your life if you go out. Like, girl, what? You're literally we don't have to go there. Anyways, yeah, speaking about going out, I feel like I'm getting noticed a lot more in public too, which is kind of crazy. I got noticed, I think, like two times last time I went out, which has never happened. If I go out, I usually get noticed by like one person and like that's it. It's cute, whatever. Which also, let me get into that because I think this is kind of crazy. Like the other day, I was with a friends group. We were just chatting with this one guy and like he was TikTok famous. I think he deleted his TikTok now, but he was talking about how it's very different for him because when he would get noticed, it would be like bad and like people would be way too personal about him. And I was like, oh, like I don't have that same experience. Like when people go out, they don't mention anything personal because I really don't talk about my personal life like that. The only time I do is in these videos, and not a lot of people watch my videos, my YouTube videos, so it's not that serious. Like when people compliment me, it's usually that they like my outfits when they bring up my TikTok. Also, everyone calls me Abraham. Where does this come from? This has happened my whole life. People think that Abram is short for something. It is not. My name is just Abram. That's it. That's it. There's no Abraham. My name is not Abraham because like this guy he was like, "You're Abraham from TikTok, right?" And I was like, "Yeah," but my name is not Abraham. Anyways, I was like, "Yeah, like um when people notice me, it's never weird. It hasn't been weird yet, except that one time a couple months ago when some guy kissed me as he was leaving. I was like, um, all right, did not ask for all that, but thank you, though. But yeah, it hasn't been like a bad experience for me, honestly. If anything, people are really nice. They just keep it at, I love your videos, I love your outfits, and I'm like, thank you. Have a good night, whatever. But this happened twice last weekend, which was really fun. Hasn't happened before. And also, what I wanted to talk about earlier, I can't believe like I only have 20,000 on TikTok. That is not a large number. And I think I have like 4,000 on like I don't think people like this is not a big number. To be getting noticed in public, especially from TikTok, it's not a big number. When I don't think people start getting really real or noticed in public until they have about 50K. I feel like that's kind of the number where like more people start to see you, but like 20K, like I got noticed from one viral video like 2 years ago at my gym twice, and I didn't even have 10K at that point. I don't think, which is crazy. I think it's not that many followers. It's like especially on TikTok. Like if you have 20K on Instagram, it's different than 20K on TikTok. 20K on TikTok is like not that much. I feel like anybody can have 20K. So I feel like getting noticed in public is kind of crazy already. Um, but I'm handling the fame really, really well. No, but seriously, it's so crazy too because I never fully realized, or I guess I just wasn't. I haven't really fully. It hasn't fully sank in the fact that people are noticing me in public. Like, bitch, we're here. Like, I would always like think about the future me being noticed in public, and it's already happening, and it happened kind of quickly. Like, I didn't expect to already get noticed in public, and it's kind of weird. I'm like, oh wait, I'm getting noticed in public. Like, that's kind of a big deal, kind of. It hasn't fully sank in, so I haven't even like fully processed it or like made a big deal out of it, because I'm like, yeah, it happens, and I'm like, wait, that's happening. That's actually happening, which is kind of crazy because I I never thought I would actually get noticed in public, which is, I don't know. It's kind of a big deal. I feel like it's kind of a big deal. Like, low key, that's a big deal. Oh, I have lost like 13 pounds already on my cut, which is kind of crazy. I was at 197 a couple months ago. I think like 3 or 4 months ago, and now I'm at 184, which I didn't think I was losing weight at all until my mom. This isn't how I noticed that I was losing weight. I noticed before this, but my mom, every time I lose, because I lose weight and I gain it, like it happens all the time. But when I lose weight, my mom always tells me that my butt is getting smaller, and she's like, "That's how I know you're losing weight," which is always so disappointing because I don't want to lose my butt. Like, I want to have a butt and thighs, and I never want to lose my butt. Like, I don't want to have a flat butt. And she always tells me, she's like, "You're losing your butt." She was like, "That's how I know you're losing weight." I'm like, "Girl, nah." But I'm trying so hard not to lose my butt because I want to be filled up nicely, like slim, thick. Hello, I want to be at least like, you know what I mean. I want to have something. I want to have something. Um, can't deny that. So, anyways, yes, I've been losing weight, and like this morning, I woke up with morning skinny, and I was like, oh, we're here, y'all. We're here. Like, we're so back. I should have been already working out abs every day, but for some reason, I just haven't. And today, I think I'm going to start doing that because I really need to start incorporating abs. I really want, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. My life goal has been to have abs. I have had two goals my whole life: to be successful and to have abs my whole life, and I still haven't got abs. I'll be successful later, but right now I want abs. I want abs once in my life. I want abs, and then I'll probably won't like how I look because I'll probably feel too skinny, and I don't want to be too skinny, so I'll probably will have abs like once. I want them once, and then like after that, like I'm fine, and I really just want to prove to myself that I can do it, which it just has that has been my goal my whole life. Like, the way I lose my acne within 2 months, the way, like, all of these things that I set for myself to prove myself I can do whatever I put my mind to. Which, by the way, let's talk about this. Let's collect this tea. If someone were to ask me today what is my biggest accomplishment, I will tell them that it was when I won Student of the Year my third grade year. I think it was third grade, third or fourth, because the year before that, I had this incident with one of these little white boys who claimed that I was being mean to him, which I wasn't. And his mom was a teacher. And his mom like came up to me and like took me to the side and was like, "Hey, like, you were a nominee for Student of the Year, but now since this happened, you're gonna get kicked off of it." And she literally like wrote off my name because of that incident. And I was so heartbroken. You don't understand, guys. You don't understand. I was born a people pleaser. My whole life, I've been a people pleaser. I care about what people think, or I used to. I still care about people think, but it's not like as bad. I used to care so much about what people thought of me. I wanted straight A's, straight B's, honor roll, never getting any what were they called? Those little marks, a demerit, or like never getting any. Like, I wanted a clean record, perfect attendance. I wanted to be like clean, crisp cut, like the best of the best. And when I was told that, my whole world crashed, and it was so heartbreaking for me because I always wanted Student of the Year, because it was like the top of achievement. Like, if you got like it was one oh, listen. It was one thing to get Student of the Year for your school, and then you could get Student of the Year for the county. Caught this tea. So I go home that night and I'm crying to my mom. I remember she was ironing some clothes, and I was like crying to her and just telling her how sad I was that it was so unfair. And then my mom was just like, "Just try again next year." And I was like, "You know what? You're right. I'm going to try again next year." So next year rolls around, straight A, B, perfect attendance, like try to be the best kid that I could be. And at the end of the year, like this tea, they say the Student of the Year for the fifth grade or fourth grade class, whatever it was, is Abram Hernandez. Bitch, I went up there. the student of the year for the county is also Abram Hernandez. You better clock this tea. I was so, I was so excited. I was so excited that I had won both the student of the year things. Like this was a big deal. I don't think you guys understand how big of a deal this was. And I still to this day and it's like it's a silly award and it's a silly story, but I will never stop telling this story. If I ever become successful, I'm gonna tell this story over and over again, just because it was in that point in my life that I realized that if I really wanted something, I could do it. And I really, really, really do think, and it's so funny that at the age of like what 10, 12, I had a turning point, and like that was my turning point because that really decided the rest of my life for me. That proved that if I wanted to get muscular, I could get muscular. If I wanted to get rid of my acne, I could get rid of my acne. If I wanted to lose weight, I could lose weight. If I wanted to become successful, I could become successful. If I wanted to be a TikToker, I could be a TikToker. I could do anything that I put my mind to. That really transformed, I think, the trajectory of my life. Like actually, like it's so silly to think about, and a small thing, but such a large effect that it had in my life. And ever since then, I have been unstoppable, and I've been so I don't know how do I say it? Like so grounded in what I want, and if I want it, I'm gonna go get it because I can. I literally can, and that shifted everything for me. Like actually, so anyways. Yeah, that was a great learning lesson, just to like some lore for you guys. Okay, switching gears now, I want to get into something that may or may not be controversial. If you guys disagree, let me know in the comments. But this is just something that I've been thinking about, and I kind of want to get it out of my head. So, female friendships, female with male friendships has like I've been thinking about this a lot because the more I think about it, the more I think about the fact that if you're a man being friends with a girl and the girl has other girlfriends, I feel like they're always going to pick their girlfriends over you. I feel like I will not be at the top of their list ever just because they have their other girlfriends, and like girls bond better with girls than they do with any guy that they'll have, like any guy friends. And sometimes I do feel left out of my like female friendships. And I was just thinking about it, was like I don't know if this is like my frontal lobe developing or like what's going on, but it's something that I've come to the conclusion recently that I just probably need more guy friends. Like I I had this one friendship with a girl, and like it was a whole thing, and like she had her other girlfriend who she like loved and adored, and I think she was friends with me longer than she was with her, but she ended up just going with her anyways, and like got mad at me for something small that happened that I feel like could have been talked out really easily, but it never got talked out, and like there was never any bond repair that happened in that friendship. And I don't know. Recently, something else happened with another friend, and then I was thinking about that, and I was like, I don't know. Some of my girl friendships just haven't landed the way I thought they would, and both of these women I admired so so much, and still admire, even though I'm not friends with one of them. I don't care to down talk her or like to wish her anything bad. Like she's still a good friend for when I had her, and she was like a good person to be around, but it just I don't know, I guess it just didn't work out. Which is another thing I've been thinking about too, is like friendships, relationships, everything is so temporary, and life moves on from one thing to the next, and you blink and it's over. I haven't had a friendship that has lasted me like till now. Like I have one, which I don't really see her anymore that often because she needs to get her license. Clock that T. And then my other friend, like it's good, but like something happened the other day that I was like, we're probably not gonna be friends for much longer. But or maybe we are. I don't know. I don't know. It's confusing because. Again, and that's the thing too. Like, if someone wants to walk out of my life, I'm not one to beg them. If you want to walk out, girl, the door is right there. Like, you know what like I'm not I'm gonna plead I'm not I don't even think I'm gonna plead my case anymore. Like I think I used to be. I'm like, hey, like this is how I feel like we can work this out, but if you don't want to work it out, girl, leave. Like I don't know, like everything is so temporary too. That's the thing. Like family is forever because you're forced to be, but even those relationships, if you do something wrong or if you are something they don't agree with, they can literally kick you to the curb anytime. And like my dad always talks about how like family is the only thing you have besides God. And yeah, but like how many people are out in the world without their families? They still have them, they're still alive, but they don't have them in their life. And even that is not like so secure. Like even that is not as solid as I think sometimes people make it out to be. So it's just some food for thought. I don't know. It's just everything is really so temporary. I think the only thing that will actually last forever is the relationship you have with yourself. So I think that's one of the most important things to cultivate is the relationship you have with you and how that's going to grow and how that's going to get better because I take care of my body because I'm going to be in my body all the time. I take care of my skin because I'm going to be in my skin all the time. I take care of I try to dress up and like look as good as I can because I'm young. And I'm only gonna look like this right now, and I think that's important too. Like I'm gonna like that's what I try to do is try to be the best version of me for me because at the end of the day, people come and go, bruh. People come, people go, and that's it. Like that's just how life works. And I was watching a TikTok the other day that talked about the longevity of relationships and how if you look at a relationship and you want that relationship, every relationship you have to last forever, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong because not every relationship is going to last forever, and you should appreciate the relationship for what it is at the moment and live in the moment because life is happening today. It's not happening tomorrow. It's not happening yesterday. It's happening right now, today, with the people who are around you right now. And I think really that's the only thing you can do is appreciate what you have now. Just today, I posted a poem that I wrote today called I'm Still a Child, which kind of encapsulates this feeling of feeling like a child at the age of 23 and just kind of being like wanting to know what to do next, but also not wanting to leave your family behind and not just the dynamic of that. I'm gonna post it if I can, because it's quite sad. I don't know. I've always though always my whole life I've always like had a problem or had an issue letting things go, letting people go, and I don't have that problem now, but I do still think about a lot of people and I still do wish them well, and I still sometimes mourn the relationships that I thought would last forever. Do you know what I mean? Because I there's a lot of people that I thought would be in my life today that simply aren't. And at some point, yeah, I do think about it and it does make me sad, but at the end of the day, I have to remind myself that my relationship with myself is the only thing that it will last forever. Anything else is here and there, and even if I do have friends, they're eventually going to get in relationships and probably forget about me and then move on and have kids and do the rest of their lives. And I don't plan on ever getting in a relationship like that. I don't That's never been a goal of mine. It's never something that I like. And when I am in a relationship, situationship, whatever it is, I hate it. I like actually hate it. I feel like I'm being choked and I it's the it's the worst thing of my life. I hate it. I hate it. I hate having feelings for people. I hate it. I hate it. I've always said I'm more of a friend guy than a relationship one. Like if you're in a relationship with me, you're probably gonna get like the worst version of me, which is like such a bad I know it's a bad thing, but like I just can't be in like I just can't like liking the person I turn into when I romantically like somebody is actually a fucking monster. Like I don't like him. And yes, I should probably go to therapy for that, and I probably will eventually. Me when I lie. I don't know, I just don't like it. I've never liked it. I hate it. For me, it's like the worst thing that could ever happen to me. Like, actually, I don't like it. It's just so suffocating because I'm like, I like you, but I don't want to like you, and I like you, and everything you do that I don't like is going to bother me, and it's going to show, and then your mood is going to be thrown off, and then my mood is thrown off, and then I feel bad for making you feel bad, and then it's like it's a never-ending cycle with me. So I just try to avoid romantic relationships as much as possible, um, because I just don't want to hurt anybody. I just hate, and then like I don't know if I've talked about this, but I have a real problem being attracted to people. Have I talked about this before? I don't know, but let's get into it. Because I just I don't know, it's so hard for me to like people. Like I'll find people physically attractive. Like I can look at someone and be like, "Wow, they're gorgeous," whatever. But like after that's where it ends. Like they can smile and I can be like, "Oh no, never mind." Or like they can like say something and be like, "Oh no." Or like they're like too skinny or like their butt like I don't like some like I start pinpointing and I feel like I that's like projection because I pinpoint stuff in myself. So like I guess that's projection because now I'm pinpointing on someone else and then I just don't find them attractive anymore. And that's just like I just don't find people attractive. I genuinely have a problem finding people attractive. I sometimes I think I'm a sapiosexual. I think that's what it's called when you're only attracted to people when it's like you know who they are, like you're attracted to their personality more than you are to their face. Because physically, it's so hard for me to actually be invested in someone. And if I'm invested in them physically, I'm not invested in them emotionally. And if I'm invested in them emotionally, I'm not invested in them physically. Like I'll find their personality attractive, whatever, but I won't find them physically attractive. And this is something that I was talking to my mom about. I was like, Mom, like, how important is attraction in a relationship? She was like, it's not that important. She was like, I don't think your dad is attractive. Ah! I said, mother, girl. She was like, I don't think he's that attractive, but I know I will never find a man that treats me the way your dad does. And I'm like, okay. And I just, yeah, apparently, I guess it doesn't matter. I guess when you're young, it's a lot different. And then as you grow older, maybe it changes. But like, I'm like, how do you have sex? How do you have sex with somebody you don't even find attractive? Like, and then I was like asking her, I was like, is it a duty at that point? Is it like something you feel like you have to do because you like them? I don't know. Like that's what really gets me. I'm like, I don't know, because obviously I want to be sexy forever, but like maybe at one point in my life, hopefully not, I'll get ugly, and then I'll probably like what if my partner whatever stops finding me attractive? I feel like that's like the worst thing that can happen to you. I don't know. I don't know. Do you guys ever think about that? Do you guys ever think about your beauty declining and then never finding love? Never finding love too has never been an issue for me. I'm like, I really couldn't care less. Like, I'm good. I feel like I don't need, not that I don't need anybody, but just that I just don't want to like be in love because then they'll cheat or like do something. And my biggest thing, because I feel like as I've gotten, and I don't take this too cocky, please, because when I was ugly, bitch, I took what I could get. Girl, anybody, anything. I was like, whatever, who cares? And as I've gotten a little bit more attractive, I feel like now I get to like choose who I want. And the thing about that too is like feeling like I'm breaking hearts or whatever, like not finding people attractive and then not being able to tell them that, like be like, I'm not attracted to you. Like I can't tell somebody that. I can't tell like and these people aren't ugly. I know they're not ugly, but I'm just not attracted to them. And like I said, I have a problem being attracted to anybody in general. So I just don't like and then ghosting people and like I just feel so bad. It's just not something that I want to participate in because I feel like I went from getting ghosted all the time to being the one that ghosts and that leaves, and I feel like that is so much worse than like someone ghosting me. Like if someone ghosted me, bye, girl, the hell, I don't have a problem with that. But like me being the one telling someone like how, I feel so bad. I don't know. I don't know. That's why I'm good. I'm like, you know what? I'm good being a public figure, and that's it. Like having my like maybe two friends, and then that's it. Like I really don't want anything to do with anybody romantically because I really don't want to break anybody's heart, and frankly, I don't want anyone to break mine. So I feel like I'm just better off by myself. But also, when you start thinking about that, when you get older, you're gonna want somebody to like take care of you and stuff because you don't want to end up in a nursing home. Also, I don't want to be that old. Can you imagine? I don't want to be that old. Anyways, okay, I'm rambling at this point. This was it. Thank you guys for watching. If you watched this through, I hope you're finished cleaning your room, eating your cereal, your food, whatever it was. Thank you guys for hanging out with me for just a second. Just a second, mind you, it's a 30-minute long video. Anyways, yeah, thank you for listening to me ramble. I'll be back in like 2 weeks or something. Make another video. Talk to you guys more later. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. Bye.